Today, Duck Commander, the family business made famous by hit reality show Duck Dynasty, is more of an empire.
Phil says, do not hunt, do not sell one until you'll hunt with it. So that's what we do.
Would you hunt with that one?
I would hunt with that one.
But in the beginning,
that was the original Duck Commander shed.
Phil Robertson made each duck call right here in the family's backwoods, Louisiana backyard. And as the oldest son, Alan served as one of his dad's first employees.
So we made everything in there, and then there used to be an old bandsaw out back, and I used to, cut calls in half, and I was little, I was 12 years old. There's a saw. I mean, OSHA would, we didn't know who OSHA was in those days. See these nails here? These we used to hang duck calls on these nails.
Although he's the oldest brother, fans of Duck Dynasty probably didn't know he existed until now.
Your best man is going to give you the ring. So
Alan debuted on the show's season 4 premiere to a record-breaking audience. Nearly 12 million people watched, making it the largest audience ever for a nonfiction show on cable. Alan jokes he's responsible for the ratings, but in the Robertson family, all glory goes to God.
If I speak in the tongues of men and of angels, but have not love, I am only a resounding gong or a clanging cymbal.
The day after the record-breaking premiere, 30 Duck Commander employees voluntarily showed up for work an hour early to take part in a weekly devotion led by Alan, including Duck Dynasty funny man John Godwin.
Thank you so much for the cross and your grace and your mercy.
Alan preached about God's love.
Without love, we're in serious trouble, right?
It's something he knows well. Before rejoining Duck Commander a year ago, Alan pastored this church for more than 20 years. But as a young man, he never dreamed he'd become a minister.
So my high school years were just terrible, and it was all secret life, running around, drinking and cutting up. So I was one of those, the worst possible place. I was hiding in plain sight. I was in the church, but I wasn't a Christian, and I wasn't living for Christ.
He left home for New Orleans, where he found more trouble. Trouble so bad, it scared him straight. He returned home to West Monroe and made a commitment to Christ. His father, Phil, baptized him in this river behind their house, a body of water Alan estimates the Robertson men have used to baptize at least 1,000 others. Now, most weekends, he and his dad travel the country together, preaching the gospel.
I call us, the feather and the sledgehammer. I come in and kind of get people laughing. I get their tickle bone, because I'm kind of a humor guy. And then Dad comes in with a sledgehammer, boom. This is what God has done for you. This is what our nation needs, boom, boom, boom.
At Duck Commander headquarters, Alan shares an office with his wife, Lisa, who also works for the business. The couple's daughters and their husbands do too. Each day, hundreds of requests come in for a family member to speak or appear at an event.
We're on the telephone. We're working schedules.
They also greet fans.
Y'all ready? 1, 2, 3.
This couple drove in from California. And now that Alan and Lisa will be appearing on Duck Dynasty, they can expect a lot more attention.
They know what they're getting into because they've seen it with the brothers. But I think they are still going to be shocked whenever, everywhere they go, people know who they are.
Alan's just a natural fit anyway. He's such a people person, keep us grounded and keep everybody else grounded.
I really feel like God has prepared us for such a moment as this. And when America needs some family to say, hey, we can make mistakes, we can come from nothing, we can have all these things now, but ultimately none of it matters except that we're saved. We're going to be in heaven forever with Christ.
And Kay always says too that she said that whenever she prays, she says if the money or the fame or anything ever takes us away from Christ, then take it all away and leave us with nothing. Because when we're at nothing, we've got everything with Christ.
Alan's brothers have made unruly facial hair fashionable.
One writer said that you were an overplucked duck.
Yeah. I get all kind of analogies.
Yeah. So I guess will we see a beard on Alan, or is this the PR face of Duck Commander?
Yeah, well, that's what I figure. I figure you need to know what they look like underneath. So a lot of times I'll go out in a crowd and I'll say, what about if I did this? And they're like, oh, that's more like it, you know, because they get that vision up. They can tell I belong, you know, to the family. I don't want to get stuck with that look. You know, are you kidding me?
And I like it better like this.
Yeah.
You know, when there's things crawling out of your beard, or, you know, whenever you've got food left from lunch or dinner, I don't know, that just kind of grosses me out.
But don't be fooled by Alan's smooth face. He loves the outdoors as much as his rugged-looking brothers. Deep in the Robertsons' 1,000 acres of hunting land, he couldn't wait to show us one of the family's nearly 80 duck blinds.
We saw more of the world's problems in a duck blind than any other place.
Unlike the solitude of deer hunting, Alan likes hunting ducks because he gets to cut up while catching his dinner.
And it's like all this adrenaline surge, and everybody's up and pow, 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 boom, 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 boom. Then we see what we got, you know, and then Si starts claiming everybody's ducks.
Both Alan and Lisa took a leap of faith leaving their church, but they see their new role with the popular family business and reality show as a new worldwide ministry.
To have a great church is good, but you know, there is people out there that's not ever going to darken the doors that we have here. And they may not ever darken the doors of any church building. And so if we can give them a little taste of Christianity, a little taste of God, but in a fun way, to tell them that just because you are a Christian does not mean that you can't have loads of fun and laugh all the time.
Enjoy life.
And enjoy, just enjoy what God's given you.
Because, you know, we're all fairly young. If God gives us a lot more years on the earth, who knows, you know, where we're going to go from there in terms of what we're able to do.
Jennifer Wishon, CBN News, West Monroe, Louisiana.